Yo, turn the lights down low and the drama up. She's late, she's loud, and she live. Woo! You already know who it is. Shades 2, baby. She back again. Crowd lit, vibe on 10. Shay walk in like we back again. News, tea, jokes and spins. She don't do small talk, she go in. From the headlines to the comment section, she call names with no correction. You tuned in, don't act brand new. It's late night, baby, she got that view.
It's late night with Shay.
She say what she want and laughs all day. Live on Shay's tube, press replay. You thought I lacked game, back again.
It's late night with Shay.
She say what she want and laughs all day. Live on Shay's tube, press replay. You thought I left, nah, I'm back again. Popcorn ready, wig on alert. She dropped one line, and somebody hurt. Talk show queen with a side of roast. She run this thing from coast to coast. Late on purpose, still on time. She hit you with shade, then call it a rhyme. Talk smart, talk slick, talk flame. Say the name right, yeah, late night with Shay.
It's late night with Shay.
She say what she want and laughs all day. Live on Shay's tube, press replay. You thought I left, nah, I'm back again.
It's late night with Shay.
She say what she want and laughs all day. Live on Shay's tube, press replay. You thought I left, nah, I'm back again. That's right. News, drama, laughs, whatever else you feel like. One mic, one queen. Late night with Shay. On Shay's tube, she back again.
It's late night with Shay.
Yeah, she say what she want and laughs all day. Live on Shay's tube, press replay. You thought I left, nah, I'm back again.
It's late night with Shay.
She say what she want and laughs all day. Live on Shay's tube, press replay. You thought I left, nah, I'm back again. Yeah.
All right, guys, what's up? Welcome to Shay's Tube Late Night Owls Talk Time, and thank you guys so much for tuning in. Welcome to everybody in the bushes, everybody who watches this in the replay over here in the chat. We got Jermaine in the place to be. What's up, y'all? It is Thursday, July the 10th, 2025, 9:15 p.m. out here on the West Coast, and I hope you guys had a great Thursday. I definitely did, and here's to a fab Friday. It is almost the weekend, you guys. I cannot believe it. Seems like the day is just Thursday. You know, Wednesday turned into Thursday. You know what I'm saying? These days go by so quick. Damn, it seems like it was just 4th of July. I mean, these days go quick, y'all. Damn. But anyway, if you guys enjoyed this content tonight, make sure that you guys thumbs up this video. If you are not subscribed to the channel, make sure you are subscribed below and hit that notification bell so you can be informed of any upcoming videos, okay? And share and leave a comment. And thank you guys so much, all right? Let's go ahead and do that copyright disclaimer. Under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, education, and research. That entire copyright disclaimer is in my description area. Part of it is scrolling across the screen. It will be in my comment area as soon as I get a chance to put it there, y'all. Hopefully sometime this weekend. You know, hopefully I get a chance to do it. Anyway, y'all, we got a good show tonight. We're going to be talking about Tyler Perry's accuser, Derek Dixon, I believe that's his name, who he's speaking out about the allegations that he is stating about Tyler Perry. I also have another Tyler Perry story involving some more allegations. And then we have Karmelo Anthony's court date, and Diddy has a new allegation. I don't know if it's a lawsuit for sure. I need to change that and put allegation. So we have that. And then I'm going to try to give y'all some breaking news if I get a chance to. So go get you something to drink, something to eat if you want to, or relax a seat bed or whatever. Don't eat in bed, though. Don't be laying down, okay? If you are at work, continue to do your job, or listen or watch me on the download. And we are getting ready to start off with this live. And don't forget to thumbs up, leave a comment, share, and hit that notification bell. All right? Yeah, Diddy stays getting sued. You got that right. All the daggone time. I don't know what's wrong with him. Y'all, don't forget to you can show additional support by doing a super chat, super sticker, or you can copy yourself a membership for $4.99 a month, or you can do a cash out donation at $Shades2. We definitely appreciate the real ones, and those donations, guys, it helps us with the expenses of this channel. All right, so thank you guys so much, and we definitely appreciate it. All right, so let me turn it down just a little bit because it seems like it's kind of loud. And we may not be here that long, guys. I just got through with my Country Rain reaction video. So make sure y'all go check that out. And I just also uploaded a new Dollar Tree walkthrough, shopping video where I'm showing you guys what type of school supplies they have at Dollar Tree in case you want to save money on getting your kids some school supplies. You can go to Dollar Tree. And then just check out all my other videos, my YouTube shorts, and my other lives in my other Country Rain reaction videos if you watch Country Rain skits. And even if you don't watch them, watch the reaction videos and then you will go watch them. Okay? And thank you guys so much. So let's go ahead and get started. So first thing first, let's go ahead and tackle Tyler Perry situation. Okay, let's go ahead and talk about his first. So let me go ahead and put this little thing up real quick. We're going to just move along tonight from one story to the next one, hopefully. Hopefully we can do that. So, because I need to try to get everything in here by a certain time. I think this is how you spell his name. So anyway, let me get my information. All these stars and all these allegations, man. I'm like, damn, what is going on here? For real, what is going on with these people? It's plainly ridiculous. So anyway, Tyler Perry's accuser, Derek, I think I spelled his name wrong too, Derek Dixon. Yeah, I spelled it the other way. His name is spelled D-E-R-E-K. Let me go ahead and change that real quick, okay? Let me just go ahead and hide it and change it, and then we're going to spell it correctly. D-E-R, not R, but R-E-K. D-R-E-K, Derek Dixon. There you go. Okay. So the man who accused Tyler Perry of sexual harassment in a $260 million lawsuit speaks out for the first time. This is him right here. He said he could not stay silent any longer. I'm going to try to show y'all some videos too, if possible. Okay, so he said this is why people, especially men, don't come forward, okay? Because he got negative reactions from people because of the lawsuit. And it's not fair. I mean, I don't see anything funny or anything like that. If a man has been harassed or raped or anything else, I think he should come forward. I really do. And I don't think people should be laughing about that. So anyway, he has a $260 million lawsuit against Tyler Perry, accusing Tyler Perry of sexual harassment, assault, and retaliation. Now, Dixon, who appeared on Perry's shows Ruthless in the Oval, said bringing his lawsuit forward has been terrifying, but he couldn't just let him get away with it. Now, an attorney for Perry maintains that he will not be shaken down, and he is confident these fabricated claims of harassment will fail. So anyway, he's speaking out for the first time. Let's see what he's saying. He said everyone deserves to go to work and do their job without their boss trying to have sex with them. My goal is to help ensure that the next generation of actors and creatives don't have to choose between their dreams and their dignity. So, let's see what else they got here. Let's see if he said anything else. He said, "This is why people, especially men, don't come forward. I was too afraid to come forward. I knew it would be awful, and I was right." So he's been getting a lot of negative attention. He also said, make sure this is. So they asked him if he tried to settle with Perry in private before he filed his complaint. And Dixon said there are always attempts to resolve situations like this privately, but they never result in the type of change necessary to protect further victims. At the end of the day, my absolute fear is that he will be able to continue doing this without any major consequences. He also said he tried to convince himself for a long time that something like this was part of the industry, or that he had to accept it to keep working. He said, but eventually he could not stay silent anymore. So his complaint was filed June the 13th in Los Angeles Superior Court. He accused Perry of creating a coercive, actually exploitative dynamic while he worked for him. Dixon accused Perry in the lawsuit of initially promising him career advancements and creative opportunities, such as producing his pilot and casting him in the show, only to subject him to escalating sexual harassment, assault and battery, and professional retaliation when he did not reciprocate Perry's unwanted advances. The complaint details instances of Perry allegedly pinning Dixon against the wall of Perry's trailer and aggressively groping Dixon's buttocks in an actual motion, as well as several actual assaults that happened at Perry's home. So anyway, like I said, Dixon is requesting a jury trial and damages of $260 million. Yeah, it definitely is crazy amount. So I don't see him getting that amount, but I guess he could try. And you say you do believe him? I actually kind of believe him too. So let me just add this to it because they got it here. They say if you or someone has been actually assaulted, please contact the National Actual Assault Hotline at 1-800-656-4673. Again, 1-800-656-4673. Or you can go to rain.org. And that's R as in rope, A as in apple, I as in igloo, N as in Nancy, N as in Nancy again, and then dot, and then org, O-R-G. All right. So when we initially talked about this story, I did go over it completely. And I read some text messages, from him and Tyler Perry. We went over everything. All right. So I'm not going to go back over that again, but you guys have to go check out my other video where I did break everything down. But the thing is, some of those text messages, I don't know, it just seemed like they had some type of situation going on from how, what those messages look like to me. Because if I am a dude, right? If I was a dude and my boss is saying stuff to me like, I can't remember exactly what he said, something about when he was at the beach or the lake or the ocean or whatever, and he has some he was by his ski, I think, jet skis. I can't remember. And he said something about the water is beautiful or some stuff. And then he was like, the person in the picture's not that bad either. He was joking around like that. Tyler Perry was joking like that with this dude, Derek. And Derek's response seemed like he was playing back around with him. So I'm trying to figure out how did he not, how you say he did not reciprocate anything, but from the messages that I read and saw, it seems like he did. For real. You know, I mean, because I don't think I recall seeing any messages that he was basically telling him this is not appropriate or dude, I'm not into you or anything like that. I mean, we didn't see every message, so it could be something like that. But I'm just saying it sounds like they was in some type of you say, yeah, the text messages is why I think it's true. We know that we believe that Tyler Perry was saying the most because he did that in the messages. But Derek Dixon response back is weird because I would have been basically telling him this is not appropriate. I'm not interested in you and things like that. But he said that he did not reciprocate the actual stuff. You know what I'm saying? So that part right there, he said he didn't. Okay, like the groping, some other stuff that he claimed that Tyler Perry did. I can't remember everything, but it was a lot of things. So that's the part he's probably talking about. He did not reciprocate. Like in the text messages, though, he replied back and everything. It was like a two-way conversation and joking going around and things like that. So I don't know. So let me go ahead and look up on TikTok to see if we can find any videos on Derek Dixon real quick. Let's see. We're going to see. So let's see. This is, no, this is not him. That's not him. So I don't see anything new. This is the other guy, Christian Keys, who spoke on Tyler Perry. So this is all old. So he said he had years. Oh, this is another actor. Okay. So yeah, this is all old right here. Okay, so I don't see the new videos up. We know this is AI, okay? These people always put up these crazy videos. Let me see this video again. Oh my God, these people, these crazy videos, y'all. They'll do anything to get views. Okay, y'all don't see any updated information on him yet. Let's just take Speaks Out and let's see if they got anything else on Derek real quick. Let me just see. Let's do it like this, see what they say. Same thing. Let's see. Yeah, let's listen at this one right here and see what she's talking about, okay? So we can't do that. Let's see what they're saying. Derek Dixon breaks silence after filing the SA lawsuit against Tyler Perry. Said he's receiving, you know what, threats since the filing. This is why people, especially men, don't come out. I didn't see that part right there. He said they were like harassing him and things like that. So that could involve those threats. But why would people be giving him those type of threats when he's speaking out? That's crazy. Why would they be saying that? You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. And she's looking like she doesn't believe him. So the thing is that we need to see the facts. We need to wait until, you know, they go to court. If they go to court, if the judge or whomever, attorneys or whatever, DA or whoever, I don't know, whoever he goes to do a civil suit, if they think he has a case that could be brought up in court, you know, we need to wait to see what goes on with that, you know, before we really say he's lying or he's telling the truth 100% or anything. I just don't know because I don't know Tyler. I don't know him. I don't know. This girl right here is a trip, so I don't want to listen to her. So they're talking about the text messages right here. I can let y'all hear a little bit of it in case you didn't hear. Let me see if she's going to read any of it. Wait a minute. I'm going to put that back on in 1 second. Let me turn this music off. Okay, let me go ahead and present, share screen.
Would be going on walks with you.
Wait,
The text message in particular, Tyler Perry is responding to Derek, and allegedly he's saying no straight man would be going on walks with you or cooking dinner for you unless they wanted to F you. And then I would F you is in the text. Now this text, there's the text go like this. So there is a photo that is sent to Derek of Tyler Perry in the water. He's on off of a jet ski, and he's asking him like, you don't see like a stud in this photo. Like,
that's what they said.
The conversation obviously between two people who are familiar with each other. And then there's another text message where Derek, I guess there was a photo posted or something like that, or maybe Tyler Perry received the photo of Derek walking with another guy, and he's texting him like, oh, I'm jealous, like who's in this photo, type of thing. And Derek is like, responding like, oh, it's just, and he names the guy or whatever the case may be. There's another text message conversation where Tyler Perry is having a conversation allegedly with Derek about when are you going to be able to have sex without any guilt. The text message in particular, Tyler Perry is responding to Derek.
She just
allegedly he's saying
she just told us a little bit more about that one picture and other text messages. And yeah, that's the same picture I was talking about where I said he was standing by some jet skis and he was saying stuff that he probably shouldn't be saying to this man. And I don't know why that man, he didn't respond back like I would have. I would have told him that's inappropriate. I'm not checking you out because I'm not into that. You could have said something like that. I don't know. It's just crazy. What did you think about those text messages, Jermaine, when we went over them? Did it seem like Derek was against the text messages, or did it seem like Derek was just trying to be nice, or did it seem like Derek was responding back, in the same manner, or was he just responding back trying to keep it, cordial because that's his boss? What do you think? Because to me, it sounds like it could be a combination of he just be trying to be cordial, just trying to be nice. At the same time, it sounds like he was also responding back to it, flirting. Okay. And you said the same thing, flirting. So, I would think that, if you're getting unwanted messages, I would think that you would basically be telling him, I'm not interested, no disrespect, no hard feelings or anything. I'm just not interested, so I would prefer if we, if you didn't, talk to me like this, period. And I don't recall seeing not one text message saying anything like that. Now, like I just said, he could be talking about, the unwanted actual, advances that he did, like the groping, and all the other stuff that he claimed that Tyler Perry did. He could be talking about that, where he did not return the favor and stuff. So the thing is, though, we will see once they go to court, if they go to court. I think the $260 million is a lot. I don't know what made him go that high. He did explain why he did it, but I don't remember in detail what he said. So I don't want to just be saying anything. But if you guys go check out my other live when I talked about him a couple of weeks ago, you will find out everything that you need to find out about it. And I think I talked about him like 2 or 3 days because I did go over all of those, all of those text messages and everything. So I will be, staying on top of this and let y'all know what else happens. He is a nice looking guy though, but Tyler need to stop. Let's see him right here. All right. Now, we're going to move right along. Y'all can tell me what y'all think about that story in the comment section. We're going to move right along and talk about the next topic. Let me stop sharing this, you guys. And the next topic we are going to discuss will be the other allegations about someone at Tyler Perry's studio. Okay, let me tell y'all a lot of stuff, you guys. A lot of weird shit going on there. Okay, let's see. Let me see if I got the story because I have to go find it. So actor Braxton Wells accuses Tyler Perry Studios SVP Mark E. Swinton of great, you guys. I mean, they got allegations coming from everywhere. All right. So I think this story has disappeared. Let me see here. Let me go back to it again and see if I can pull it up again. Hold on. Wait a minute. Let me go back to that again. That's why sometimes it pays to screenshot stuff because they take these things down so quickly. I don't know what happened to it. Let's see. I may have to type it in my thing and see if I can pull it up. So here, hold on. It popped up and then went back off. Here it is right here. So this actor right here, Braxton Wells, accuses Tyler Perry Studios, I guess the senior vice president, Mark E. Swinton of great. So this is the dude right here accusing the guy in the sunglasses, in the glasses, the black frames of great. So let's see here what's going on here. So actor Braxton Wells has made great allegations against Mark E. Swinton, the senior vice president of scripted programming at Tyler Perry Studios. Wells has also listed additional names as complicit in a criminal cover-up, including Tyler Perry himself. Now, in a series of videos and screenshots shared to Instagram, he said, "I'm not about to sit here and be afraid and be silenced by people knowing that they did me wrong. I'm calling out Tyler Perry Studios. I'm calling out Mark Swinton. I'm calling out Jeannie Harrison. I'm calling out Michael Roberts. I'm calling out Tyler Perry. I'm calling out Mark Temple. And I'm calling out Chris Giovanni." He said, "I want you guys to know what you guys did to me was very unlawful. And me being a retired vet, a U.S. Army vet, going through PTSD, you all covered it up. You all covered up a felony crime of what Mark Swinton has done to me. 2022, my incident. I get actually assaulted in great. DRUGGED, black out. That's a felony crime." So he did 9 uploads. He referenced the lawsuit that actor Derek Dixon filed against Tyler Perry, accusing the filmmaker of sexual harassment, assault, and coercion. Wells claims he has been ignored and compares his alleged lack of help to the assistance Dixon allegedly received to move forward with his civil claim. He also uploaded a screenshot to support his claims that he made his accusations prior to Dixon's lawsuit. He said, "Just so people know, I came out about this situation way before Derek Dixon. They told me to take down the video. They threatened me, and even my own lawyer threatened me while I was trying to go to law enforcement. I posted everything on my page for people to read, not to glance." So anyway, Wells detailed his alleged experience in a wordy caption under a photo of Swinton and Perry. The post began with religious text from the Bible. He said, "Mark E. Swinton, you groomed and raped me while I was under your influence, flying me from Los Angeles to Georgia under false pretenses. You abused your position as vice president of Tyler Perry Studios, a company that claims to stand for faith, to commit unspeakable evil behind closed doors. He said, Tyler Perry, you built your empire on the image of a God-fearing man. Yet when darkness crept in through your own executive, you chose silence. You retained a predator in your house and helped cover it up, protecting your brand over a broken human life. That's not faith, that's fraud. Yahweh sees all. He is not mocked. He also said you hid behind Hollywood politics, lawyers, and NDAs, non-disclosure agreements. You thought your money could bury truth, but no contract signed under duress, no manipulation by a corrupt attorney, and no celebrity circle will stop Yahweh's judgment. So this is the dude right here, okay? Mark Swinton along with Tyler Perry. Okay. And then some more pictures. He looked chipped out. Looked better when he was younger. Okay, let's see. I think that's it. So he also has screenshots, okay, to back up his claims. He said, they told me to take down the video. They threatened me, and even my own lawyer threatened me while I was trying to go to law enforcement. I post everything on my page for people to read, not to glance. The actor also claims he was forced to sign a non-disclosure agreement under mental and emotional stress. Wells also issued a call to action to other alleged survivors of Swinton. He instructed, if Mark Swinton has harmed you or you have evidence of abuse, it's time to come forward. Okay. And then he showed his case number. And let's see. And no one has responded back to his allegations, not Tyler Perry or none of these people, okay? And then he shows some texts, I guess, that he got from someone talking about everything they was doing for him. So he showed a series of texts. We're not going to go through all those, but what I will do is go to, let's see what they said on TikTok about him. Okay, let's go ahead and look at that real quick. Let me mute this. So what is this dude's name? Let me get his name. Wells, Braxton Wells. So let's see if they got anything up with this dude. Okay, let's go and listen to this. Hopefully they don't have any music in the background. Oh my God. Let me go ahead and present this shit. Hold on, you guys. This is Braxton.
I'm not. I'm not about to sit here and be afraid and be silenced by people knowingly they did me wrong. I'm calling out Tyler Perry Studios. I'm calling out Mark Swinton. I'm calling out Jeannie Harrison. I'm calling out Michael Robbins. I'm calling out Tyler Perry. And I'm calling out Mark Temple. And I'm calling out Chris Giovanni. I want you guys to know what you guys did to me was very unlawful. And me being a retired vet, U.S. Army vet, going through post-traumatic stress disorder, going through mood, depressions, everything that I've claimed in my testimony. You all covered it up. You all covered up a felony crime of what Mark Swin has done to me. I've asked for help from the California State Bar to complain to Jeannie Harrison because she didn't tell me my California rights as a U.S. Army veteran and a California LA resident. I'm sitting here looking on the news that this kid named Derek Dixon is getting unlimited jurisdiction quid pro as a LA resident, right? His incident happened in 2020 in Georgia in an employment place. He said he had a sexual harassment, and he was groped by Tyler Perry in Georgia as an employment place. But he's an LA resident. All right, y'all tracking what I'm saying? 2022, my incident. I get sexually assaulted and raped, drugged, blacked out. That's a felony crime. And it happened in Georgia as a LA resident. So if you guys don't know the laws of Georgia, this is what they put against me. They said I had 2 years of a statute of limitation. I got 5 months late. 2 years of statute. All right.
Let's see what else he got. If they got part two, let's see what else we got. This may be part two. Let's see. We're not going to watch the whole thing. It's 24 minutes.
All right. I'm not about to hide anything with you guys. I'm not. And I'm not about to sit here and be afraid and be silenced by people knowingly they did me wrong. I'm calling out Tyler Perry Studios. I'm calling out Mark Swinton. I'm calling out Jeannie Harrison. I'm calling out Michael Robbins. I'm calling out Tyler Perry. And I'm calling out Mark Temple. And I'm calling out Chris Giovanni. I want you guys to know what you guys did to me was very unlawful. And me being a retired vet, U.S. Army vet, going through post-traumatic stress disorder, going through mood, depressions, everything that I've claimed in my testimony. You all covered it up. You all covered up a felony crime of what Mark Swin has done to me. I've asked for help from the California State Bar to complain to Jeannie Harrison because she didn't tell me my California rights as a U.S. Army veteran and a California LA resident. I'm sitting here looking on the news that this kid named Derek Dixon is getting unlimited jurisdiction quid pro as a LA resident, right? His incident happened in 2020 in Georgia in an employment place. He said he had a sexual harassment, and he was groped by Tyler Perry in Georgia as an employment place. But he's an LA resident. All right, y'all tracking what I'm saying? 2022, my incident. I get sexually assaulted and raped, drugged, blacked out. That's a felony crime. And it happened in Georgia as a LA resident. So if you guys don't know the laws of Georgia, this is what they put against me. They said I had a 2 years of a statute of limitation. I got 5 months late. 2 years of statute of limitation, right? Now let's go back to Derek Dixon. 2020, same incident, but just a different, he has sexual harassment. That's way before statute of limitation, right? 2 years, right? That's what, 4, 5 years? And he gets a lawsuit with his attorney, Jonathan Delshad. Jonathan Delshad gets him a $260 million lawsuit. And it's all over TMZ, it's all over Fox, it's all over every news outlet that you can name up. Right? Every news outlet. But my civil attorney. Now let's go on the story. How all this stuff happened to me. Ever since I came out with my first video. Right? And I'm gonna tell you right now, Mr. TP, I'm not afraid of none of y'all. I'm not afraid of none of your lawyers. I'm not even part of this business, entertainment business anymore. You're gonna get exposed. Me being with Yahweh Elohim, Yahshua the Messiah, I am covered, and I'm about to expose every demon that is literally possessing you right now. I met a guy who's my manager named Chris Giovanni. Now I was, I had an agent out in Atlanta. Her name is Joy Purvis. Everybody knows Jay Purvis, of course. And I told her I was going to go to this guy named Chris Giovanni. And Joy told me, "Oh no, you shouldn't go to him. He's a bad guy. And he's not going to be the right manager for you." So I'll say this: I meet Chris. I get signed. He wanted to have dinner. He wanted to meet up at Mama Shelter in Los Angeles. Mama Shelter is closed right now. It's closed down, but that's where me and him met up at, and we had a conversation. So I told him about my situation. Like, I was just telling him what I went through. And, I went through the whole Tyler Perry situation with Mark Swinton and what he did to me, paying me $6,000 to shut the hell up, to not ruin my career, his career, or anything like that. And, I told him about the situation I went through, me being sexually assaulted and raped. And he told me, he was like, "Oh, yeah, I had the same client that went through that. And all my clients who are on working with Tyler, they're going through a lot of stress. And people are taking advantage of his clients. Even somebody, a female lead right now, I think her name is Melissa, who's on Ruthless, is saying the same thing, that she's ready to leave Tyler Perry too. But that's another side of the story. I'm not even talking about that right now. He was the one that kind of orchestrated everything and told me, "I think you need to report this. I think you need to say something." Because I've been holding on for this for 2 years. I didn't know what to say. I didn't know who to go to. Being an actor, as y'all all know, it's a hard situation to go through. This is your life. This is what you want. This is your career. This is your dream, right? This is all that you want. But then, you got somebody that you trust, your manager, that's going to support you in this. And he's like, "I'm going to help you, but I need you to, when I do tip off this guy," and he's talking about Mark Temple, who's Tyler Perry's attorney. But yeah, let's keep going. He tips Mark Temple's attorney and told him, "Hey, I have a client that's going through the situation. What you want me to do with this?" So Mark Temple tips off Tyler. As I quote, Tyler was pissed. Right? Tyler was pissed. And that's all I hear from, Chris. And Chris was telling me, they're going to have a third-party attorney that's going to contact you, and they're going to do, it's going to be normal, and they're going to ask you, "Hey, we've been hired for Tyler Perry Studios to do a employment place investigation. But Tyler's gonna know about all the information. He's gonna know about what's happening, about all the accusations, right? Okay, so let's let's get to the nice things here. So Chris tells me, hey, just tell them that I try to send you an audition for Straw and this and that, and because I don't want to be having a conflict of interest because I have clients, they're making about $100,000 each episode. I mean, well, they're making their client his client is making $1 million, but he's making $100,000 on each client, and I'm pretty sure he has, like, he told me it was like three clients that he had on there. But anyway, that's like the moral of the story. But he told me to lie for me. That's red flag number one. He's been working for Tyler for what, since he was 18. I think the guy's like 32 now. I'm not really good at math, but pretty sure that's almost 13 years. I'm not really good at math, but that's a very long time. The guy knows the guy very well. So I'm going through the investigation, right, guys? Michael Robbins sends me a message. He has this other paralegal that's typing up all my stuff. Okay, she's listening to everything in my whole testimony. I tell her everything. I tell her everything what happens. I even got the testimony written out and everything. I literally have everything. So, I'm over here trying to figure out, okay, should I get an attorney? I don't know what to do. This just doesn't seem right, right? So I'm trying to figure out how to get an attorney. I let Chris know I want to get an attorney. The dude gets pissed off, talking about, you don't need to get an attorney. You're just gonna cause problems and all this and blah blah blah. We can't have this happen. And I'm just like, well, I need to be protected because I don't know what these guys are gonna do. They're gonna manipulate me. These guys are very powerful. They're billionaires. They can do anything. I don't have shit. I ain't got money like them. I don't have shit. I don't got nothing like them. I'm just trying to take down the person who sexually assaulted and raped me. That's the person I'm trying to take down. But here, it gets even much better. While I'm looking for an attorney, I'm looking for entertainment lawyers to try to see who's connected in the business that can really help me out in this situation because I don't have anybody. I have a case, but everybody's not trying to take on my case because it's so political. People don't want to ruin their reputation. And I don't know why people don't. I just feel like it's just so stupid how this entertainment business runs. These people are sitting here like, oh, I'm not trying to mess up my political rep, if I take on the case like this, and then they're just ruining me. Who gives a shit, man? You got a person over here that's been sexually assaulted, and that's a felony crime. Let me say that again. That is a felony crime. Okay? Vulnerable, PTSD, 100% disabled veteran that is going through it. And to be honest with you, I'm federally protected. But I'll get better. I'll continue that story better on to my story when I'm trying to tell you. I'm looking for an entertainment lawyer. There's this guy named Doug Johnson. Doug Johnson, I don't know. I guess he deals with stuff like this with sexual assault. But he's like, this ain't my type of thing. But I think I know a woman that can really do this for you. So he introduced me to this lady named Jeannie Harrison. Jeannie Harrison, I guess she repped for the Harvey Weinstein victims. And, I don't know what happened in the Harvey Weinstein, and I've seen that he went to jail, he's been indicted and stuff like that, but it sounds like it's good on paper, right? She's got everything that you need, right? So let's continue. She takes on my case. I tell her from the beginning of the story, I tell her, listen, I had a lot of attorneys tell me in Georgia, because I don't know my rights, because I live in Los Angeles. I'm a resident at Los Angeles, but I went over there and traveled in an employment place and came back, right? So, they're saying the statute of limitation is 2 years.
Wow.
And I told her this straight up. This was statute of limitation for 2 years. And I had several attorneys tell me that in Georgia. So I was like, well, they were telling me you're going to have to get a civil attorney in LA because you're a resident in LA. So I'm going here trying to figure out the situation. I'm telling her, she still takes on the case. But she says, hey, I'm about to go on vacation for a whole month, and I'll let you know when things are going good. I waited a month. Okay. I waited a month.
Wow.
No words. Nothing. I haven't heard from anyone. I haven't talked to anyone. I only talked to her paralegal. Paralegal's like, just keep sending us some of your doctor stuff and your medical documents. Now, as you know, guys, that's HIPAA Act. Giving out federal documents, what I'm going through in my medical procedures, and knowingly, I didn't know they were trying to keep a felony crime hidden. That is a felony crime, and that's federal. But I'll continue. I'm giving all my medical documents to an attorney that is representing me, right? And she doesn't mention any of this stuff to them. Now I know she's gonna tell me, "Oh, I've said these things, and blah blah blah." But why haven't you tell me my rights
Right.
in Los Angeles? Why haven't you tell me I had unlimited jurisdiction in Los Angeles? Why you didn't tell me I had quid pro in Los Angeles? Why was this case not seen by a judge, jury, or any mediation? Guys, when I tell you what they offered me versus Derek Dixon's case, because I wanted criminal and I wanted civil, but she said it was impossible to do any of that
Oh,
because of the statute of limitation in Georgia.
they definitely tricked them.
Oh, and I totally forgot. The third party attorney, Michael Robbins, who was doing the investigation, she's been doing business with him for over 15 years, and they've done the same. They were working together at the same practice before for 15 years. They worked on the same cases together as a team. Conflict of interest.
Yep.
A vulnerable victim that's been sexually assaulted and raped, mood disorder, PTSD, depression. Going through a lot. Going through a lot. And you took advantage of my medical documents.
Damn.
No Silence Act order in California as a resident. As a VA disability retired soldier, I cannot be silenced doing me having a disability. That's a federal crime. I can't be silenced or coerced or pressured to be into signing in anything without seeing a judge, a jury. And I was never told those rights. That's legal malpractice. I make a police report while I'm in Colombia to the Roswell police in September 25th when I came out with my first video. My first video. Before I even signed the NDA. And the NDA was signed on October 31st. Because I even told her I didn't trust her. I didn't trust what they were doing. They were manipulating. I felt like I was being pressed. Even the third-party interviewer, Michael Robbins, he didn't even give us a conclusion on the case. He didn't even tell us who was at the wrong or anything. He didn't even give us any information. Tyler Perry knew everything.
Damn.
He kept all that information silent. Everything silent. He didn't let anyone know. But my attorney saying, hey, I got text messages of the lady telling me this. Stay away from the police. Keep your status quo. Delete the post. They can sue you for defamation.
Wow.
But they want you to take it down so they can still pay you. Okay, so let's go back. I got a 2-year statute of limitation, they said. I don't have a case, right? I don't have a case. So if you got a 2-year statute of limitation in civil in Georgia, you have no case. We ain't paying shit. We can fight you in court, right? But they said, no, we still want to pay him. We still want to negotiate. My attorney still didn't tell me my rights. I was still never told my rights. I was manipulated. I was coerced to sign something that I didn't want to sign. They had me in an increment payment. They settled. My attorney had settled with me with $500,000, and she took $201,000 from me and leaving me with $298,000 versus $260 million that Derek Dixon is requesting, and he's doing criminal and civil.
Right. Oh, he doing criminal too?
And you tell me I wasn't manipulated. I wasn't shut out, silenced. I was pressured to sign that contract. They tell me to delete the post because I was gaining traction.
Damn.
Because they would get too much attention. They knew the situation I was going through. It was wrong. Tyler Perry signed a contract knowing that he said, I deny every allegation. Him and Mark Swinton. And he kept the person in that very office that did a felony crime and sexual assault and rape. Me having
damn.
Me getting diagnosed, working on getting, like, I was getting diagnosed with Stockholm syndrome. If you don't know what Stockholm syndrome is, I would advise you to look that up. I had every medical document proving that, but my civil attorney ignored it.
That's crazy.
I'm gonna just say this. I don't need no help from no man, no woman, no politician, no lawyer, no law enforcement. I don't need no help. I just need a fair trial.
No, that's right.
I'll represent my damn self. Yahweh will represent me. I don't need no lawyers. I don't need anyone. Because all I asked was for some help. All I asked for help. But you know what? That's what the devil does. He's tearing you down, feel like you ain't got nobody. But the only person with me is Yahshua the Messiah and Yahweh Elohim, my Father, Father in heaven. And I'm going to tell you right now, Tyler Perry, Mark E. Swinton, Jeannie Harrison, Michael Robbins, Chris Giovanni, everybody that was part of this glorious manipulation. I'm going to get every single last one of you because I know you guys don't want to go to court with me. I dare you to go to court with me. I dare you. You can't even take nothing from me because everything is going to be voided in court. Everything is going to be void. The judge is going to ask you, why was this not being seen by any judge? That's a person that is going through PTSD and having all these medical problems and medical issues, and this was never presented by my attorney. This was legal malpractice. So I want you guys I want you to give me all the paperwork you want to have me subpoena in court. I will be gladly to present all these evidence to the courtroom and to the judge and show how much of a manipulation that you guys done to a U.S. Army veteran that has served this country, has done everything to do for this country, and you treat me like this. Don't worry. This is just the beginning. And I'm going to get every last one of y'all. Every last one of y'all. You, Mr. TP. You, Mr. Swinton. You, Miss Jeannie Harrison. You, Michael Robbins. And you, Chris Giovanni. Yahweh is watching all of y'all. And he already know what you guys did. You can't hide from him. But I promise you, I'm going to get a fair trial. I even talked to Derek Dixon's attorney. He wants me to come and I give him all my evidence. He wants me to come and, come testify in court.
You should.
You want me to come testify in court? I gave you all my evidence, and you couldn't even help me.
Testify? What? I'm okay.
Oh, I got a lot of workload with Derek. We got to take down Tyler. Well, all right, Mr. Jonathan Delshad. Let's take down Tyler.
So what do y'all think? Man, that was a lot. Well, if he's telling the truth, I kind of believe him. But if he's telling the truth, he has proof and everything. I think he needs to do all he can do to get a trial and to go to court. I really, truly do, because it's not right. Somebody said, "Wow, if this is all facts, I hate this happened to you as much as I want to believe Tyler Perry was a good human. We can't always believe what we see or shown. Prayer for the truth to be proven and revealed." Another commenter said, "My PTSD probably would have had me in jail before anything, because the way they thought they could have tried me would have lashed out real bad. Stay prayed up." Somebody else said, "Thank you for your service. Thank you for being brave and speaking your truth. I'm keeping you in my prayers." Okay, let's see. See what else they said. So somebody said, "Why not get a criminal attorney and press charges for the felony instead of a civil attorney? Or because you want money, not justice?" He just said he couldn't do the criminal thing because they manipulated him into saying that everything was solved or something like that. So, I don't know. And then plus I think he's out of the statutes of limitation. I think that's what he said. So it's not that easy, to file a criminal charges. Somebody said, "Do you have proof? These courts are tired of these shenanigans with no proof, just your word against theirs." Right. I hope he has proof. I hope he has proof. And somebody said another Jesse Smollett. That's because he kind of resembled him. That's why they're saying that. So like I said before, I believe him, but just the way he's telling the story, but I don't know for sure. You know what I'm saying? If he needs to get himself another attorney for sure. And if he can file criminal charges, he can go do that. But he definitely needs to get himself another attorney. Maybe go ahead and testify for Derek Dixon and see if that attorney can help you as well. So hopefully everything works out right for him and everything. Tyler Perry already has his allegation, And then this other man, the senior vice president, got his. I don't know, guys. This is a hot ass mess. The whole thing is just crazy. And if this happened, he said he was raped and all that stuff. They need their ass kicked for real, for real. He said he was groomed, drugged and raped in 2022. He was a top producer the producer at Tyler Perry Studios is the one that did it. The senior vice president, I think. So that's why he was pressured to settle for $500,000 under bad legal advice. Okay, so they had him sign that saying that everything is okay. That's what he said, something like that. And then he said that they made him sign NDAs, but if NDAs those NDAs are not valid if somebody did something to you, illegal or criminal. So let's see what this guy's saying real quick, and then that's going to be it with this.
Braxton Wells, an actor on Tyler Perry's The Oval, was allegedly groomed, drugged, and violated in January 2022 by Mark E. Swinton, a top producer at Tyler Perry Studios. He was allegedly pressured to settle for $500,000 under bad legal advice, but now he's coming forward with his NDA receipts. One of the things that he said that Tyler Perry knew about this incident, and Tyler tried to cover it up. This comes a few weeks after Derek Dixon alleged that Tyler Perry sexually harassed him. So now we have one case one alleged incident where you had a Tyler Perry actor said that Tyler sexually harassed him. And now we have another gentleman come forward and say that Tyler's VP at Tyler Perry Studios, allegedly Marquis Swinton.
So let me stop you real quick. And that makes you think that it could, I won't say it is, but it makes you think, not saying that it is, that it's a whole lot of shit going on at Tyler Perry Studios. You know what I'm saying? Because you got Tyler Perry with his allegation from Derek Dixon. Now you got this dude right here. What's his name? Braxton, coming up with his allegations with Tyler Perry's senior vice president. It makes you wonder if this type of behavior is really going on in that studio. All right. And as far as Braxton, I just think he needs to get another lawyer and do everything that he can do. Because if he finds him a good lawyer, I guarantee you, if Tyler Perry them and the other dude, I forgot his name, actually, Tyler covered it up and the other dude actually assaulted him or raped him, all of that will come out. Okay, all of that will come out. And they need to, be held responsible if this is all true. It doesn't even make no sense. But I actually believe this guy. I don't think, it doesn't sound like he's lying to me now. I mean, you got people who can act pretty good and can be very convincing, but I don't know. It's just something about what he's saying that I just believe. You know what I'm saying? I just believe that, some weirdness is going on. That's crazy. But I am going to keep you guys abreast of this entire news article and let y'all know, what's going on and things like that. And my prayers are extended out to him. And I hope that he be able to do whatever he needs to do. Because it looks like, he really been going through some things. You know what I'm saying? It looks like that. I don't know for sure, but it just looks like that. He said he's no longer in the business, so that may be a good thing. And if anybody else comes out, though, if any other people, because he did ask, I think that was him who said he asked other people to come out if they were victimized by anybody at Tyler Perry Studios or Tyler Perry. So, or this other dude. So hopefully if it is some other people like this, hopefully they all will come out. Okay? Because we can't be letting people, not saying they did anything, but we can't be letting people, use their power, fame, money, and all that to just do whatever they want to people. We can't be letting that go on and stuff. All right, so I will keep you guys abreast of all of this, and we will move on to the next topic now. All right, let me stop this. So the next thing we're going to talk about is Karmelo Anthony, and I think that's the last thing And then Diddy's new lawsuit. So let me hurry up. So the only thing with Karmelo Anthony, hold on. The only thing with Karmelo Anthony is that his court date has now been set, you guys. Let me get that real quick. This girl be calling me, and I got to go. I'll tell you about that too. Hold on. Let me get the date, you guys. Hold on for a second. I thought I had it right here. I think it's June of next year. So his trial date is set for June the 1st, 2026, okay? So he's going to appear before a judge and jury in Collin County, Texas on June the 1st, 2026. And this date is tentative, and it's entirely possible it can get pushed out farther, okay? But they did say it's rare that set dates get moved up, all right? So as we know, Anthony is currently facing one count of first-degree murder over allegations he took Metcalf's life on April the 2nd while the two were quarreling over a seat. Anthony's attorney, Mike Howard, said last month his client's actions were self-defense. He also stated he fully expects the jury will reach the right conclusion and justice will be done as the case unfolds in the court system. So a docket control hearing was also scheduled in Anthony's case file for next week, but the 17-year-old is not required to attend. Prosecutors say Anthony is facing up to life in prison if he is convicted. All right. So the thing is that I don't know why they couldn't have, like I said yesterday, like we said before, I don't know why they did not release the video for the public to see. Yeah, in that other case, I do expect more people to come forward, and we will be checking all the daggone time to see, because if any of them were doing anything crazy to these people, extra assault, rape, hopefully other people will come out, because I actually believe both of these two people. Okay, I really do. Even though the other guy seems like he was kind of flirting back, but he didn't say. I don't think he was talking about the flirting back. I think he was talking about if he was flirting back, he could have just been nice. I think he was more talking about the fact when allegedly Tyler Perry did all this crazy stuff, groping him and things like that. Okay. And as far as Karmelo Anthony, they definitely need to release that damn tape so we can see it, one way or the other. We need to see that tape to see if he actually, did self-defense or not, so we can know, because it's plainly ridiculous. And like I told y'all yesterday, what the lady we was listening to said that he does not have a public defender. He has a regular lawyer. She showed us paperwork, unless they changed it or whatever the case again. But as of yesterday, from the paperwork she was showing us, it appears that he has a regular lawyer. I think he actually has two. They're definitely hiding something. I don't know what it is, but something they're hiding, because we need to see the video. I don't understand why all these kids who had phones, and I'm pretty sure they had a camera on. I can't understand how the video did not leak and appear on social media like everything else does. So that's kind of odd for me. And them not even showing the video is odd. And y'all know that I'll let y'all watch Charleston White, I think that's his name. And he apologized to Karmelo and his family. So I showed y'all that yesterday. So I'm not going to go over that again. But anyway, I just want to let y'all know his court date is set for June the 1st, 2026. And he has some other hearing coming up next week, but he does not have to appear. But I will keep you guys informed of that as well as any other Karmelo Anthony breaking news on the way. All right. So now the last story is Diddy's new lawsuit, you guys. His lawsuit is not a lawsuit. I think this is an allegation, if I'm not mistaken. Let me go see it real quick. Yeah, this is an allegation. A go-go dancer claims that Diddy spiked her drink with mix so potent it felt like 50 VALIUM values. Okay. Again, another allegation for Diddy. Let's see. So her name is Belen Rhonda Campsino. She is now speaking out about her ordeal and recalled just how close she came to potentially becoming the disgraced music mogul's next victim. So the 45-year-old said whatever was allegedly put in her drink felt like she had taken 50 of those VALIUM tablets. And she claimed Combs attempted to drag her to a house party where she feared she would be raped. She said, it makes me furious to hear during his trial what he has done to women. She said, I don't really follow the news, but when I saw some pictures of this guy because of his trial, I got really nervous. I had a similar experience with him to everything that has been coming out now. She said she crossed paths with him around the DJ booth at the DC-10 club where she worked. She said it looked like he had taken a lot of drugs. His jaw was totally out of joint. He was with 4 very large bodyguards. And then she said Combs made an extra advances on me, telling me that he liked me a lot. She said she started to feel dizzy. Combs is then said to have bought the ex-dancer a drink. She said, I saw that when he went to put the wad of cash away, he took out a bag with a white powder in it, which I thought was, the white stuff. But he started to do something weird in his pocket, and it really bothered me. I turned around and was telling a friend, but then I stupidly drank the juice. About 10 to 15 minutes later, I started feeling dizzy and sleepy, and I was sweating heavily. I didn't understand what was going on. She also recalled trying to make her escape, but Combs allegedly followed her and continued to try and get her to the house party. She said, I told him I did not want to go, that I was not feeling well and needed to go home. She said Combs squeezed her arm and was pulling her hand. That's when she felt sure they had put something in her drink. She said, my friend really wanted to go to the party, but I told her we might be great if we went. And then they said that she was able to get away from any potential danger. She said the next day I slept the whole day. People were calling me and ringing my bell at home, but I didn't hear anything. It was like I had taken 50 VALIUM tablets. She said, now I realized I had a very lucky escape. So I don't know, like I said, I don't know if this is true or not. It's hard to say. A lot of people are coming out, every day is a different allegation. So I just don't know. The only thing I have to say is, like I've been always saying, we need to see some proof. If you don't have proof, it's hard to even believe these stories because, there's no proof. And why didn't this lady go to the police if she believed he did all these things? Why didn't she go to the police back then? Why do these people wait until other people come out before they say anything? I don't understand that. But she definitely should have went to the police because, they didn't have anything going on. She felt like she got DRUGGED. She should have went to the police and reported that. I don't understand why people don't never report anything. I understand that people be scared and things like that, but at the same time, you should want to go and tell, because you're possibly could be preventing someone else from being the victim. So you got to say something, because waiting 10, 20, 30 years later, please, when the statutes of limitations may be over, that person may not even get any trouble. So you want to go ahead and, at least find out how long you have before the statute of limitation is over, so you can have enough time to go file charges, even if you need to wait a year or 2 or 3 years. It's just plain ridiculous. Somebody said, let's hope this scum is eaten up slowly by lawsuits. Hope he is living on the streets, and we will see how bad he is. His tricky ass will be on the run. Somebody said, I want to see him standing in a free soup line. And then somebody else said, millionaires don't go broke. Somebody said, well, you wait until now to say something? Shaking my MF head. Somebody said, a bartender followed her home and tried to rape her. Okay, but the thing about it, if you guys know this, when you go to clubs, why get drunk? Also, why leave your drink? Why do a lot of things when you know that people spike your drinks and things like that? It's just not even worth it for me. You know what I'm saying? Somebody said all this garbage about Diddy Combs so Trump can pardon it. Turds or feather flock together. I know that's right. Somebody said a go-go dancer. What is this, the 40s? It's called a stripper, and it's a very lucrative job. Somebody else said, I hope these are civil suits drain him dry. Maybe he can stay in that room at Kanye's. Both are losers. Somebody said, stop it. The judge going to sentence him off. What these jobs men are saying. Watch. Okay? So anyway, a lot of people making jokes, but like I said before, have proof and maybe you'll win in court. If you don't have proof, how can you even expect to win? So, somebody said, Felicia, bye-bye. Somebody said, yeah, he spiked my drink too, but I thought I'd wait to say something. So like I said, all these people coming out now, 20 years later, 10 years later, and I'm just trying to figure out why. Why do you have to take so long to come out? I can understand that you take a little bit, but all this time, it's plainly ridiculous. So I don't know about that lawsuit. I don't even know if I believe her, okay? I'm just be perfectly honest. Again, if she telling the truth, then show proof. And then, it is what it is. Because I'm thinking that she's probably going to want to file a lawsuit as well. Some people be lying, though, all right? And they just want a piece of the action if they can get it. And some people have honestly been victimized and they deserve, civil damages. But some people just be straight up lying and they don't deserve anything. And that's a damn shame. All right. So anyway, guys, that is going to be it tonight with this live. Let me take this down. And then I'll tell you what System Art is every Friday. I'll give you guys all of the news stuff that I have tomorrow on every Friday. And I will tell y'all, we have another star, a top K pop star, Moon Tae-il, 31. He has allegations of gang raping a tourist with 2 other men after meeting the victim in a bar. So tomorrow I will tell you guys about that as well. Yeah, they want that money. You're right. They want that cash. That's what they want. So anyway, y'all, thank you guys so much for tuning in. I want to thank Jermaine, Payo, who else came over here? I think that was it tonight. Jermaine, Payo, and I think that's it over here. Also, thank you to everybody in the chat, in the bushes, everybody who watched this in the replay. Y'all don't forget to thumbs up this video if you enjoyed this content. Also, if you are not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe below and hit that bell notification so you can be notified of the upcoming videos. Make sure you share and leave a comment. And again, if you want to show additional support for the channel, you can do that by doing a super sticker, super chat, a membership for $4.99 per month, or you can do a Cash App donation at $Shades2. All donations are used to support this channel. Again, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Y'all have a blessed night and have a beautiful Friday. You do too. What? You say you believe him too, Jermaine? I definitely do. And thank you. And they definitely just want that money. That's what they want. They want that cash. All right. So that's going to take all this down, you guys. And then we're going to change the other banners, and then we're going to get ready to get out of here. And there you go. Let's go to mute this and get ready to get out of here. 1 second. It's going to mute this. All right, guys. See y'all later. I'm going to go out for a minute, and then I'm going to come back and go my butt to bed. All right? So y'all have a good night, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. Peace out.
Yo, turn the lights down low and the drama up. She's late, she's loud, and she live. Woo! You already know who it is. Shades2, baby. She back again. Crowd lit, vibe on 10. Shay walk in like we back again. News, tea, jokes and spins. She don't do small talk, she go in. From the headlines to the comment section, she call names with no correction. You tuned in, don't act brand new. It's late night, baby, she got that view.
Late night with Shay.
She say what she want and laughs all day. Live on Shades2, press replay. You thought I lacked game, back again.
It's late night with Shay.
She say what she want and laughs all day. Live on Shades2, press replay. You thought I left, nah, I'm back again. Popcorn ready, wig on alert. She dropped one line and somebody hurt. Talk show queen with a side of roast. She run this thing from coast to coast. Late on purpose, still on time. She hit you with shade, then call it a rhyme. Talk smart, talk slick, talk flame. Say the name right, yeah, late night with Shay.
It's late night with Shay.
She say what she want and laughs all day. Live on Shades2, press replay.